Now and Then, the Beatles November 2023, how did we get here?
You may wonder how we got here. Well, I wonder too. Thanks to modern technology, what we once considered impossible, almost on the scale of a miracle, has now become a whole new reality. Audio editing systems have now brought us new surprises, and with them, the reason why we are talking in November 2023, just days before commemorating the anniversary of John Lennon's murder on December 8th, an event that occurred in 1980 in New York City, taking away the person, the voice, and the pacifist activist from our lives, something special where he will be the protagonist. Given this event, in the 80s, we would have thought that we could only enjoy the songs and musical creations of the artist up to that point. But as they say, life takes many turns. And now, decades after the fact, we will talk about the immense possibilities that the aforementioned technology allows us. Not before acknowledging how human willpower on different occasions has undertaken similar efforts where what seemed impossible, lost in the annals of history, often in dusty rooms, where residents, with the hustle and bustle of daily life, forget that there are treasures in their own attics, libraries, basements, and cluttered rooms, has become a new reality. Two examples of this are Natalie Cole, daughter of singer Nat King Cole, and Jonathan Brooke, the singer who, with the new century, took a step forward and independently delighted us with her creations, demonstrating results not only of musical quality but also of a steadfast effort in an industry that, even with the support of major labels, is inherently tough. Regarding Natalie Cole, in 1991, she showed us how, with new video techniques of the time, she managed to delight us with a duet alongside her father, Nat King Cole, who had died on February 15, 1965. In a way, bringing her father back to life and achieving success with the single Unforgettable. On the other hand, Jonathan Brooke, in 2008, delighted us with a new work she called The Works, where she presented unpublished lyrics from the pen and hand of musician Woody Guthrie, in 10 of the singles. She set these lyrics to music and surprised us with this great work in her discography. Of course, with the help and permission of the musician's own daughter. So, it would not be surprising if similar things happen today, but perhaps what fills us with more joy in the case we are addressing today is that it is the sum of the previously described situations. In the mid-90s, the members of the famous Liverpool Quartet were already beginning to weave the harmonies and ideas that would lead to the miracle that we can now appreciate, listen to, and enjoy in 2023. And pay attention because you heard it right, all the members of the Liverpool Quartet. I'm not leaving any of them out, of course. So, for that decade, they were already beginning to weave what would be a new single from the Beatles, which some today frame under the title, The Last Song of the Beatles. Could it be? Maybe not. I emphasize again, life takes many turns. But then something happened in the 90s, and that project was halted because the necessary standards could not be met to achieve the creation that had been stalled in time for years, waiting to be born and appreciated by all those lovers of the Liverpool group's tunes. As the years passed, another member of the quartet passed away, and this happened 22 years ago when on November 29, 2001, George Harrison left us. Now the quartet had lost half of its members. Would the project end there? Well, no. The Beatles were never known for being slow, languid, and without projects to carry out. So now, the half represented by Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr would take the reins, seeing the technical possibility of bringing the project of what some call the last song of the Beatles to a successful conclusion. Taking John Lennon's voice, guitar parts from George Harrison, and with all the willingness from the living members, Paul McCartney with his bass and some touches here and there, while Ringo Starr made contributions from the drums and also added some touches here and there. Decades after being inscribed on a piece of paper by John Lennon, the new single from the Beatles came to life. Now and then. Now all that's left is for you to sit down, go to the official website of the Liverpool Quartet, and possibly listen for the first time. Otherwise, come back and fill yourself with good energy by listening to the single once again.
The official video will be in the comments section of this episode, so you can refer to it.
As of the date of this writing, the single has already been number 1 on charts in Austria, Germany, and the UK. It's also part of charts in countries like Australia, Belgium, Canada, Ireland, the Netherlands, Sweden, and the global Billboard 200 chart, all within the top 10. Remember that music is meant to be enjoyed and to share the good energy that its chords, melodies, and tunes provide. So, as I always say, enjoy the music every day. Leave your comments about this new single, and let me know if you liked it as much as I did. Although I must add that from a more purist perspective towards the group's collection, I would have liked a bit more Hiss effect, which gave that something to all their singles. But that's the problem with technology. It brings to life gems that were about to be lost in the annals of music history. But when digitally corrected, something tends to be lost. But one thing for another. Hoping you have been able to enjoy this delivery. Also, if you didn't know the single, curiosity may have led you to listen to it. Otherwise, listen to it again. And remember that for copyright reasons, I cannot include the single in this space. But I leave the link for you to listen in the comments. Good energy and good music. At Musicandlifekm, where music speaks for itself. See you in the next installment. Karlos M.
This was a program for Music and Life by Karlos M. Created by Room KM Productions.